All right, it's time for Gemini. Gemini, September 2024 love reading. We're going to do singles first. And if you are in a connection or a partnership and you're having issues, that will be the second half of the reading. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is your reading. Feel free to switch that energy around as needed if you are a cross watcher, of course. And that first reading is going to be for if you are single and open to the idea of love, or if you have your eye on somebody. We're going to take a look at what's going on there. If you are in a connection, a partnership, a relationship, situationship, whatever, with your persons, whatever. Yes, we will look at that during the second half of the reading. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I am Cody, your conscious soul reader. Thank you all so much for your curiosity. If you are brand new here, if you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. Thank you all for your continued love and support. Be sure and hit that notification bell. That will let you know every single time I'm energetically called to bring you a reading, as well as go live. Whenever I go live on any one of my platforms, you are able to catch an opportunity to ask me a question or to get a heavily discounted rate on one of my readings. If you need a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box attached to this video. Everything is in my link tree, my other platforms, my website to book a personal private reading, and all of the live goal reading options that I offer. I'm also offering mentorship. That is a new thing with me now. If you are interested in your awakening ascension assistance, or if you would like to ask me questions about my awakening, or if you need assistance in guidance in meditation, or if you have any questions for me, I offer a mentorship. Be sure to check out that on my website. Without further ado, let's get started. We're going to look at Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you are open to the energy of love. Ready to read. Okay. Yeah, ready. You're ready for love. 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. 9 and 3 is 12. Okay. So let's not do that yet. So, okay, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups. So you are single. You've been single for a hot minute. And I feel like you're open to the opportunity of seeing if there is anybody available for that forever and ever, amen. You're definitely blocked off to a lot of toxic past energies. So for some of you, you are really clearing the way here. Some of you have done some deep work on yourselves, and you have cleared out some old toxic habits that could have blocked you from being able to create a positive union. For others of you, you have cleared the way to be able to process something from the past so that you can create something more positive moving forward. Okay, so yeah, definitely single, looking to mingle. Single, and looking to mingle with that 3 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress, right? So you're ready. You're open. You've done the work. You are sitting very confident and powerful in your energy. What crosses or compliments, Gemini? What crosses or compliments? Crosses or compliments? Ace of Wands. Okay. The Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups. So this is you really trying to maintain your control over superficial impulsivities. I believe you're more focused on trying to build something more solid than looking at anything superficial, because you're understanding better about what it takes to build something more solid, more long lasting. I believe you may have done that in the past, right? You've built your list of acceptabilities based on somebody's capabilities, their intelligence, their physical appearance, their, a lot of women are like, oh, my dude has to be 6 foot plus, or a lot of men are like, I like blonde hair, I like, X kind of body size, whatever. The big thing now is the Pixar animated character body style, the unachievable body dysmorphing type of presentation. So some people may like that. They may say, you know, I need that. I need all that. What is it? The BBLs and the augmentations and the fillers and the lashes and the nails and the color and the extravagance and the, you know, it just looks like you know, take a crap ton of your money, right, and just kind of pour it into how you look. How you look. A lot of that is missing that core element of below the surface, but, you know, to each their own. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Some of you could be at peace with the fact that somebody breaks the bank in that way. Some people just, you know, there's a lot of misconception. There's a lot of misconception out there, and people, you really don't know what's real and what isn't real nowadays. Nowadays, you have no idea, especially if you're looking online or if you're looking through a lens at something, or even if you are, you know, a lot of times we'll do this in person. We'll overlook a lot of bad characteristics just for the sake of, God, but they're so hot, you know, or geez, they can do that thing I love. God, I love that thing they do, right? So you overlook a lot of, you know, crappy behavior sometimes in order to just accept it because it's so good, right? It's so good. So this one big toxic thing, or these several toxic things, right, don't really outweigh your scale. Your scale hasn't quite tipped yet, okay? Or your person's scale hasn't tipped yet. Maybe they're basing, you know, their connection with you based on a lot of superficialities. All right. What is the best that can be achieved? What's the best that can be achieved in this circumstance for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What's the best that can be achieved? Thank you. All right. King of Cups. Interesting. This came out on the last reading. Different deck, different reading. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords, Hierophant. So, and the Hanged Man again. So, trying to remain as balanced as you possibly can, being open to the energy of love while not closing yourself off entirely to, you know, the options and choices you might have. You're giving yourself the leg room and the wiggle room to be able to be picky choosy, to be a little picky choosy about who you're accepting in. And I think it's getting deeper. It's a little deeper. It's deeper than the superficialities. I like to see the cups coming out. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody who's very mentally and emotionally balanced, right? Very emotionally mature as well. Somebody who is basing their choices on superficiality wouldn't be very emotionally mature. So the best that can be achieved is an actual focus on building in the correct ways, right? The correct ways here. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Right, 3 of Wands, moving forward into a more solid foundation. Okay, so what is the foundation? What's the foundation? The reason for the reading. What's the foundation of this reading? What's the basis of this month? Bing, Lovers. Could be, oh, duh. Could be another Gemini, but this could be you as well. Gemini energy out here. Hello, showing up to your own reading. We have, again, Ace of Pentacles with the Empress card. The Empress card is, you know, focusing on building something very nurturing, very reciprocal. This Ace of Pentacles is taking advantage of opportunity to build something very nurturing, very compassionate. I'm seeing this here with the Star card back here. I was thinking very fulfilling. Like your hopes and dreams are coming true with that Star card. What's that past energy? What's that immediate past for Gemini? What's that immediate past? Too many options, too many choices, too many details. Too many details, overwhelmed by, you know, oh yeah, here it is. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands. The King of Wands, right? That's that king of passion. And so with that superficiality, you're kind of feeling like a very stubborn, focused, fixed energy here. A lot of you could have, you know, really stacked the deck and given yourself many, many options and felt like that was the best choice for you to have plenty to choose from in order to up your odds here. We've got lots of spiritual energy coming out right behind this, where you're kind of changing the course and figuring things out, a different way of doing things here. What's that immediate future looking like? What's that immediate future looking like for Geminis? Okay. Four of Swords and the Devil card. Capricorn energy coming out. So, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Strength card, Leo energy as well. So we do have that potential for you to really need to pace yourself here, to take your time, because when we start to shift the way we do things, you will be tested. And I feel like you're going to be heavily tested here, and it's going to take a lot of strength and courage for you to stand up to this and really kind of use your discernment in what it is that you're being told, and decide whether or not you can take it at face value, or whether or not this is something that you're needing to learn. This is just another lesson for you to kind of build a stronger you, right? To build a stronger you, to where you can build based on what you know works and throw out what you know doesn't work, right? This is progress. This is a process. This is a process of figuring out, you know, the way you used to do things, and basically deprogramming all of this old way of thinking, right? A lot of times I've heard this before, and I've done this, right? Where you want to have all these options, right? I just want to have, you know, this, I want to be able to have the most availability to be able to choose, and you kind of think a lot of times you rationalize numbers, right? If I have way more to choose from, that'll help me, you know, hone it in and be able to give me more of an opportunity, when in fact that only actually dilutes your intention, to where you can't really focus on one, the other, or the other, because you're so spread thin between all of them. There's no real true way to build a genuine lasting connection whenever you have so many different other people. You can't truly focus on one when you're spreading your energy so thin. So I think you're finally starting to get it, that you need to kind of regroup and rethink about how you've done things here. A lot of times some of you are trying to curb the old way of thinking, right? This old way of doing things. You're tempted. You're kind of tempted to kind of sidetrack or backtrack, or, you know, pick up old partnerships for some of you, for you know, and it's not even about you going back to somebody in the past. It's reinventing similar situations through different connections, because you're repeating lessons, you see. So it's like my person says, he says, same situation, different body. Affirmation, right? So you're going through the same scenario over and over again with a different person, because there's a lesson there that you're not getting. And I think you're finally starting to take a little moment back, and you're starting to notice that these patterns are repeating and testing and proving to show you that there is a better way forward, right? Of you completing these old ways of doing things, and being, the old way of doing things, getting more focus. Look at all these wands out here. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, Knight of Wands. Goodness, right? So there's this old way of doing things, and I have a feeling this heavily has to do with you basing your focus in superficialities. You know, wanting the best, the most, the most appealing, the most intelligent acquisition of, you know, having that good, the best that's out there. Okay. Libra energy with that Justice card, King of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. So this is your life lesson. This is your karmic lesson, that the cause and effect of this is that hard work is worth the rewards. Worth the rewards paying off, of you seeing that your manifestations of your new creations are creating partnerships that will genuinely last here. Genuine lasting partnerships. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to look at the Beach Time Soul Love Oracle. Yeah, Beach Time Soul. 2 more. 1 more. All right, tell me more. Clock has come out here in the upright. Takes time, right? Time to deprogram, reprogram. This is a changing of things. Takes a while to get there. Paradise, palm tree. We've got the snake also out here. Addiction, there it is with that devil card energy. So photograph has you looking at your past, kind of making new memories because of what you've done in the past. You're looking back and trying to figure out where you went wrong. You may have been really addicted to a lot of this toxic behaviors here. The other women, this is looking over your shoulder all the time. This is competition, right? Creating competitive situations with other people for your affection, for your attention. This is a lot of codependency that you've uncovered. You could have created a lot of obsession with other people, having them to compete for your affections and your attention here. And it's been a big block on things. And this is now you seeing things and taking the time to make those deep-seated changes. Palm tree, paradise showing up. And interesting that this is the beach time soul, and we're slipping right into feeling more secure, growth, endurance, figuring out how you've been performing so far and changing this, right? Changing this to a more unified focus, to where you're trying to look at something in a more harmonious, expansive, joyous way, the energy of oneness. And through this energy, you're starting to get yourself back out there again. But the golden mirror resurfaces, right? So again, with these lessons, so these are one-sided relationships. You could have dealt with love bombing for some of you. Some of you have, created some narcissistic tendencies. Others of you have magnetized in some people who have narcissistic tendencies. Some of you have possibly dealt with a full-blown narcissist. Not everybody is a narcissist. I just want to let you know that people will have narcissistic tendencies that they tend to pick up over time. But to be clinically diagnosed as a full-blown narcissist takes an actual diagnosis. So it's all good and well to go around and throw out that terminology, but it's also, quite plausible that somebody could just have tendencies. They could have characteristics where they are self-serving and they tend to, omit your experience completely because of their inability to see past their own nose. Okay. Which is just self-absorbed. It's just self-serving is all that is. It's just somebody who is just really self-absorbed. And a lot of times we genuinely create this energy by self-preservation, by protecting ourselves, especially if you've gone through a heartbreak or two. I've got not today to the chaser out here, right? Trying to really change your behavior, not dealing with this anymore, setting a lot of boundaries. You could still be pretty upset about somebody, giving chase, not taking no for an answer, basically not respecting your boundaries here. We've got the sword and the rose, getting a lot of truth and clarity over your situation and discovering what needed to change, right? Stopping the patterns. Standing up for yourself, possibly even inducing separation for the sake of self-preservation. Once again, focusing on self, doing your shadow work, time to heal. Again, more of this pulling away while you are in a transformative state here. Evolving yourself into the next phase, working on that inner child issue so that you don't have to go round and round again. Really noticing the patterns here and stopping them. Noticing the patterns and putting an end to it, which is very healthy. We like this. We like to notice and change and do, right? We hope that we are in an ever evolving state, right? If you're sitting in stagnation, that is quite sad. Quite sad to just kind of sit and ruminate and just keep doing the same thing over and over again, just knowing one day this is going to work. I'm just going to dig my heels in. I'm going to keep on going until I find the one person who will take it, or the one person who will fit my perfection, or the one person who will tick all the boxes on my list. I'm just going to keep at it. Or you could adjust. Could have some slight adjustments, grow and evolve. Grow and evolve with what you've learned, and what you've learned works and doesn't work, right? Cute. Okay, so that is for my Gemini singles. If you were single, that reading is for you. So we're going to move on to partnerships. If you are in a connection, a partnership, a relationship, situationship, a marriage with a person, persons, whatever you crazy kids are up to these days, we're going to take a look at that energy right now. So if you're in a connection with another person who has Gemini placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, we're going to look at your reading right now. If you are a cross watcher and need to switch that energy around, please feel free to do so. Also, if anything does not resonate, please don't try and force it into your world. Please be sure to check your other placements as well. All right, here we go. Woo. Let's look here. Gemini in a connection. What's going on with Gemini in a connection? Gemini in a connection. Okay. What's going on with Geminis? Gemini's in a partnership, in a connection. They're very busy. Okay, what's going on? What's going on with Gemini? Partnership, connections. What are you even talking about right now? Wow, King and Queen of Cups. Okay. Very, very solid connection here. Oh, we had a whole bunch of flip outs. All right. So some of you have been called to do some deep diving healing work from your past stuff. Major awakening here to really dive deep, to take a risk to go within. To take a risk to go within, to release some blockages that are preventing your connection from going to the next level. So some of you are really looking to do that deep inner work. Some of you are deciding to go on a healing journey with one another. Some of you are really deciding to, buckle down and start looking at a way of strengthening and tightening your bond with your person. That's incredible to see these two coming out together like that. Wow. Okay. What crosses or complements Gemini? What crosses or complements Gemini? What crosses? Too many. I'll take this one. Ace of Pentacles. We had the Justice and the Magician card had fallen to the floor. So I've got Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, right? So you are definitely looking at some sort of an opportunity to bring things back into a perfect balance here. You both may have experienced some ups and downs, maybe a little bit of ebb and flow energy going on between the both of you. And so you're taking advantage of this opportunity to strengthen your bond. Looks good. Oh, I just split to the Devil with that Four of Pentacles. Somebody here may be holding on to some past toxic stuff that may not have been quite let go of. And so this is a way for you both to figure out how to move forward once and for all away from this past negativity. Yeah, moving on once and for all. Chariot coming out. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. That's too coincidental. From the past. Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune once again. Wanting to do that hard work. Kind of figuring out a better way of being, of existing. Fantastic. Could be dealing with a Cancer. We have strong Cancer energy out here. Water energy strong out here. What is the foundation? What's the foundation for Gemini? What's the foundation here? 10 of Cups. Beautiful. We've got the Full card, the Star card, Nine of Cups. really wanting to figure out how to heal, how to strengthen yourself, having this blind faith that, you know, going back, you can both now, maybe you both weren't capable of going back at the time, but now you are. Right? Enough time has passed, enough things have happened. You both could be a lot more in control of your emotions at this time. So it feels like a very promising outcome to be able to look at a way to, you know, finally go back and take care of something that has been swept under the rug for a while. I feel like it's been swept under the rug for a while with that Four of Cups showing up. Give me that past energy. Past energy for Gemini, please. What's that past energy? Oh, yeah. Five of Cups, man. Golly gee willikers. Yes. 10 of Swords. Remember, we had the 10 of Wands earlier. Here's the 10 of Swords. 9 of Cups, full card, right? Somebody here was very selfish, very self-serving. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse with that Four of Swords. Very self-serving. There was a lot of grief and sadness. And ultimately, most of you just decided to kind of sweep this under the rug. You didn't want to deal with it at the time, and you just kind of pressed on. Sometimes we do that. We just kind of like push through for a little while, just kind of exist in a very silent state, not really focusing on one another. For some of you, you've moved out completely from this person. And now your person is presenting an opportunity for y'all to try to find your way back to one another. We've got the King of Swords with that Three of Wands, right? Trying to find your way back to one another. Figure out a way forward towards one another. Figure out what that future looks like. What kind of decisions can we make here? What would that look like? These are tough conversations where you're trying to find a way forward. A very tough conversation. Two of Swords, Nine of Swords out here. What is that immediate future looking like for Gemini? Immediate future for Gemini, please. Immediate future. What's that immediate future for Gemini? Okay, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel like you're looking for some way towards a more harmonious union. You're trying to manifest both of you having this new opportunity to start something very successful through an energy of, you know, possible confessions of truth, wanting to talk truthfully and honestly, maybe getting a little bit more confident about, you know, what needs to happen in order for you both to come back into alignment with one another. And with this Knight of Wands showing up, the Knight of Wands could be the reasons why we're having to work towards coming back into union, because somebody was very self-serving, very free-spirited, very uncommitted, very non-committed. For others of you, this is you finally figuring out what it is you want, and you know, no other way to it, right? You're just really happily and joyously coming together with your person, trying to figure out how to, you know, progress forward in a more positive way. How do we see and find our way forward to this healing energy? Here is Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, right? Earlier we had the Ace of Cups. So there is a brand new beginning needing to be had. And I feel like there's a total shakeup for things to feel more aligned. I feel like things are really kind of coming to a head here, where you're both kind of shaking the foundation for what everything is worth, so that you can really get to the bottom of what's going on. Two of Pentacles to the Two of Cups, making some more poignant decisions. I've got threes, ones, and twos, one, twos, and threes out here, finding a way forward, getting the process started to something that has been avoided for so long, where you both were completely unable to face the work needed, unable to commit to that kind of work just yet. Sometimes we need a minute, you know, if you're in a marriage or a partnership with somebody, you need to think about things. You need to kind of process things. Some of you may have needed to do a little bit more research and get to the bottom of things to see if it's worth investing in more or not. Others of you, you know, just need time. Some of you just need time. I'm a Cancer Sun. I like to go back and process things. Libra Moon, Cancer Sun. Yeah, I'm pulling back. I want to process. I got to think about things. And then I'll come to an answer, because nothing good is said in haste, right? When we come forward in anger and sadness and grief, we kind of tend to make things worse. If you've been around the block a few times, then you've figured this out about yourself, and you're taking a moment to process things. But I do believe there is the want and the desire to find a way forward from this, to figure out a way forward, to see if there is a way back to one another, because there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. This feels like a very divine union, a divine partnership where you both actually do quite beautifully complement one another in your partnership. There's just some things where we have to get it figured out. We've got to iron it out and figure out how can we move forward? How can we focus on overcoming these obstacles so that we can find a way forward back towards one another. Back toward. I think it's a word. Okay, so I want to look at soulmate messages. I feel like soulmate messages might be needed for this one. Soulmate messages might be needed for this one. We're going to look at the soulmate messages real quick for Gemini placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, partnerships, having issues. I may pull one more oracle. Let's see, what else can we tell? That's a lot. Okay, one time through this deck. Thank you. It's got a lot to say. I can already tell. It's going to talk a lot. All the way to the end, too. Where'd it go? I'll fit back in. All the way to the end. There we go. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Seeing you triggers me. Oof. Okay. So we have here, I feel lonely, if only you knew. Right? So this person's pulled away. They could be doing some very toxic and shady things in your absence to be able to cope with them being lonely, right? Trying to do things to fill their time. We've got, it should have been you. It should have been you. Your person is saying if there was a choice made, they should have chosen you. They know they're running out of time. I know I'm running out of time. Take that how it resonates. Do you still have feelings for me? Okay. Do you still have feelings for me? Somebody here may feel that way. Absolutely. We've got 10 of Cups, King and Queen of Cups, right? Somebody here may feel like this is absolutely the best thing that's ever happened to them. And they are deeply disappointed over the way things have gone so far. I can be myself when I'm around you. When I'm with you, I can be myself. Okay, so a real sense of comfort, a real sense of complimenting one another, a sense of ease when you're around one another. I said some things to you that I'm not proud of. Right, so we go deep, we cut hard, we hurt the people we love the most. With our words, with our actions, because you know so much about your person. You know how to push those buttons. They know the same thing about you. So we tend to hit below the belt sometimes. I'm not ready to talk. So you or your person here are saying that you're not quite ready. You're not quite ready, but you're getting there. You're kind of feeling more drawn to this. I talked to someone close about you. Okay, so this could be the reasons why they're feeling drawn to you. They could be feeling drawn to you because they're getting advice and counsel. They could be having an outlet to be able to finally speak about things. So they're feeling more drawn and more apt to want to work towards this. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. So looking back on things, finally realizing better ways of viewing things, looking at things a little bit more clearly, a little bit more softly than you did before. I'm afraid you wouldn't accept me if I told you everything. So somebody here is definitely holding back in fear of being rejected and fear of being judged harshly. I keep dreaming of you. This card says here. So I keep dreaming of you. So you or your person is having dreams, many, many dreams of the other person. I want to follow my heart has also come out here. So there's a strong urge of love with all these cups out here. There's definite love. There's undeniable love. They don't turn me on the way you do. Okay, so somebody here may have strayed. They may have caused a third party situation or brought in multiple other connections